Welcome. This is ELLEEN'S Philosophy, a journey beyond science, into the profound mysteries of the body, the world, and what it means to be fully human. In this series, we'll explore life from birth to death, expose why imperfection is not just okay, but beautiful, and discover wisdom shared by great minds throughout history. Whether you're seeking meaning, healing, or just new ways to see the world, this is your place. After exploring all the strengths, flaws, and inevitable limitations of the human body and the world, we reach the core of ELLEEN'S philosophy. It's okay. That is, life's deepest form of wisdom is to learn acceptance, compassion, and the art of letting go. Science, psychology, and spirituality each offer reasons why embracing imperfection and uncertainty is not only necessary, but freeing and meaningful. Healing through acceptance. Carl Rogers, founder of humanistic psychology, proved through decades of research that real change and healing depend on unconditional, positive regard, accepting ourselves and others without judgment. Brené Brown and Kristin Neff have shown that self-compassion is linked to resilience, happiness, and reduced depression and anxiety. Mindfulness and presence. Jon Kabat-Zinn's mindfulness-based stress reduction, MBSR. Letting thoughts come and go builds the capacity to hold pain and joy together, without being lost in either. Acceptance and commitment therapy, ACT. Psychological flexibility. Accepting what can't be changed while committing to values-driven action is central to well-being. Letting go as spiritual wisdom. Stoicism. Aurelius Epictetus teaches focusing only on what is within your control and releasing the rest. Buddhism, Thich Nhat Hanh, Pema Chodron. Suffering is reduced when we stop clinging to how life should be and gently accept change, loss, and impermanence. Christian contemplative tradition, letting go and trusting in a higher wisdom, open mystery. St. John of the Cross, Thomas Merton. Transforming fear of endings. Viktor Frankl's logotherapy. Meaning can be made even in the face of suffering and death. Spiritual surrender does not mean giving up, but instead trusting and flowing with life's unpredictable nature. Caring for body and world. Practical compassion. True care comes from seeing both self and world as worthy of patient attention, despite flaws and change. Eco-psychology, Theodore Roszak. Personal healing is linked to respecting and caring for the planet. Tending the garden you cannot keep. Caring for body, community, and earth as acts of love, not out of fear of loss. Gratitude and humility. Embracing imperfection invites gratitude for what is, instead of endless striving for what is not. Humility allows us to support others, receive support, and recognize shared fate. Why not knowing is sometimes a gift. The Peace of Mystery. Existentialists, Camus, Kierkegaard. Life's meaning is not erased by its limits. The unknowable is a home for awe, wonder, and humility. Foolishness and happiness. Sometimes not knowing, the innocent mind, delivers greater peace than overthinking or frantic searching for certainty. Illusion as refuge, when needed. Small comforts, ritual, story, humor are necessary and okay. They help us manage fear without denying reality. Daily practice and living the philosophy. Actions for acceptance and care. Mindful living. Practice present moment awareness. Accept emotions, sensations, and uncertainty. Small acts of kindness and stewardship for self, others, and nature. Rituals of letting go. Journaling, meditation, prayer, art, or walks in nature. Teaching and community. Share these insights. Support others in embracing imperfection and facing fear. Building communities around compassion strengthens collective ability to accept and adapt. Conclusion. Acceptance doesn't mean passivity. Care doesn't require perfection. Letting go is not giving up. By living ELLEEN'S philosophy, we honor the truth of body and world, reduce suffering, and find deeper meaning, connection, and joy, no matter what happens or how things end. Series Part 11: Fear of the End, Embracing Uncertainty and the Power of Not Knowing. After exploring all that is imperfect and unfixable in body and world, we come to one of the greatest human struggles, facing our fear of the end, of aging, death, and the unknown fate of the world. Across science, philosophy, and spirituality, this fear is universal, and so are the teachings about how to meet it with courage, curiosity, and even relief. The nature of fear, endings, and the unknown. Why do we fear the end? Evolutionary biology. Fear of death and the unknown helps drive survival, caution, and care for self and others. Psychology, terror management. Theory, Jeff Greenberg, Sheldon Solomon, shows that awareness of mortality profoundly shapes human behavior, fueling denial, achievement, self-esteem pursuits, and belief systems. Existentialist philosophers, Sartre, Kierkegaard, Camus. Confronting mortality and uncertainty is both anxiety-provoking and the key to authentic living. Embracing uncertainty. Accepting mystery. Science, no matter how advanced, shows us that some things can never be known. The exact moment or meaning of death, the ultimate fate of the universe, the why behind existence itself. Quantum theory, Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. At the most fundamental physical level, uncertainty is built into the fabric of reality. Buddhist and Taoist traditions teach resting in the don't-know mind, welcoming ambiguity as a doorway to peace and wisdom. Spiritual teachings on the end, transcending the need for certainty. The Buddha. One thing I teach, suffering and the end of suffering. Suffering from fear of death diminishes when we accept and allow it. Christian mystics. Faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. Hebrews 11:1. Zen koans and Sufi poetry. Wisdom is often found not in answers, but in illuminating questions. The paradox, how unknowing helps freedom in not knowing. Albert Camus argued that the absurd, life without clear resolution or meaning, can lead to rebellion, joy, and creative action. Carl Jung. Facing the shadow, our deepest fears, frees energy for growth and self-realization. In some cases, foolishness, not knowing, truly is bliss. The innocence of children, the peace of those who live simply. Living fully despite, or because of, uncertainty. Viktor Frankl. Even in the camps, those who found meaning, however mysterious, survived with dignity. Practical wisdom for facing the end. Courage over control. Accept that some fear and loss are and always will be part of life. Practice presence. Be with what is, without rushing to fix or finalize. Rituals, storytelling, community, and art help us metabolize fear, express uncertainty, and move forward. Letting go is strength. Surrender is not giving up. It is active engagement with the changing, mysterious aspects of life. Grieve endings, but celebrate beginnings. Mourn what's lost, but cherish what remains. Conclusion. The end of health, of certainty, of life is not an enemy to conquer, but a teacher and companion on the path to authenticity and compassion. The power of not knowing is the power to love, to create, to be present, and to be truly free. Series Part 12. Conclusion. Living ELLEEN'S philosophy. Practical wisdom for daily life. After our journey through every layer of body and world, exploring science, psychology, spirituality, flaws, strengths, fears, and the freedom found in imperfection, we arrive at the heart of ELLEEN'S philosophy. Life is neither to be mastered nor feared, but cherished for its mystery, tended with care, accepted in truth, and lived fully, because of, not despite, its imperfections. This conclusion brings all the wisdom together, offering you a practical guide and inspiring vision for how to live, teach, and share this philosophy day by day. Embrace imperfection as wholeness. See flaws and limits as nature's design, not failures. The cracks in body and world are what let in wisdom, empathy, and wonder. Release the fantasy of perfect control. You needn't fix or manage everything. Make peace with limitation, your own and the world's, and create anyway. Practice daily acceptance. Self-compassion. As researched by Kristen Neff, give yourself the kindness you'd offer a friend. Accept struggles as part of being human. Mindfulness. Bring gentle attention to your senses, emotions, and thoughts. Even difficult moments are invitations to presence. Allow uncertainty. Find strength in not knowing. Let questions be open. Let endings be new beginnings. Care for body, mind, and world body. Nourish, rest, move, and tend your body, not out of fear, but out of respect for its limits and gifts. Mind. Welcome vulnerability and imperfection. Use mistakes as fertile ground for growth and connection. World. Steward what you can with gratitude. Let your care be a gift, not a duty. A gesture of love toward something always changing. Community and connection. Share your struggles and insights. The greatest gift is to help others see they're not alone in imperfection and uncertainty. Build compassionate communities where support and authenticity are valued above perfectionism. Rituals of letting go and acceptance. Create small rituals, journaling, meditation, nature walks, art, mindful breathing, to regularly release control and accept the flow of life. Mark transitions, birth, age, loss, change, with openness and gratitude. Find meaning in the mystery. Live the questions. Let big mysteries, life, death, love, cosmos, be invitations for awe and humility, not anxiety. Make beauty from flaws, like kintsugi, Japanese art of golden repairs. Cherish the unique marks of your experience. Teach by example. Embody the philosophy. Accept and care. Let go and create. Hope and grieve, all with gentle courage. Show others the liberation that comes from not needing life to be perfect. Final inspiration. You are not here to conquer your body, the world, or the unknown. You are here to witness, care, love, and dance in the imperfection. To create meaning, not by what you fix, but by what you cherish and accept. Daily affirmation. I am enough just as I am. The world is enough as it is. I will greet each day with acceptance, attention, and gratitude. I will care without clinging, and let go without fear. Imperfection is not my enemy. It is my invitation to grow, connect, and live deeply. Embodying ELLEEN'S philosophy. This is not an ending, but an invitation to live differently, teach bravely, and share compassionately. Your story, like the world's, will never be perfect, but it can always be whole. Thank you for watching and sharing this journey. Remember, your flaws, your questions, even your fears, they are the roots of real wisdom, not obstacles. If this philosophy inspired you, please like, subscribe, and share in the comments. What imperfection have you come to accept? And what does it mean for your life? Your story could help someone else. And we're all in this together.